All right, you ready?
Sure.
All right, we're going from 10 to 1. We're
Yep.
going 1 to 10. Okay, 10 to 1. Okay, let's go. The top 10 power rankings. They were so hot. I dropped them. I was like
Wait, he had to
Drake.
drop these things at midnight
I
last night.
dropped them at midnight like Drake did. Like Drake does all his albums, man. Drop them at midnight. Okay, let's get to number 10. Number 10. Shocking. Team right here. The Minnesota Vikings. Um, Actually well coached this year, man. Putting up points. Playing very excellent defense. Now let's before we give Vikings a lot of praise, let's pump the brakes. They did play the Giants week 1, and they did play a very injured 49er team. But they look good in both games. Give the give the Vikings Sam Donald playing out his mind, playing like, hey man, maybe this may be I finally found a home here. Justin Jefferson playing good defense. The Vikings at number 10. At number 9, the Jets. The Jets right here. The Jets, listen, they suffered a humbling loss against the San Francisco 49ers week 1, but bounce back. Listen, the Jets have everything they need to make a deep playoff run. I'm not giving up on them, even though they took that loss. They took that loss in week 1, came back against a feisty Texans team, able to get the win. I think the Jets, seeing what I'm seeing, especially with the injury with Tua, I think now it becomes a 2-horse race between them and the Bills. But give me the Jets at number 9. At number 8, a team that took a hot L this past week, but I'm not dropping out the top 10 because I still think they are one of the best teams on both sides of the ball, the Detroit Lions. It wasn't more that the Lions lost it as the Bucks won it. Buck came into the forward field and beat the Detroit Lions, but it was a good football game.
Okay, now we just found discrepancy here. We
What do
just
you mean?
found discrepancy here.
What
So
do you
let me
want?
get this straight. So the Detroit Lions get to stay in the they just slide down a couple slots and
They don't slide out. Okay, it's not a couple knots.
oh,
It's not a couple lots.
they were number
Not a,
two. They were number 2 last week.
yeah, but you said a couple knots. You said a couple knots. You like I slid them down just to 4 or something.
Yeah,
No, I
but
didn't do that.
there's a certain team and certain teams in here that lost and that was on the list last week and lost, and you just all taking them out. They didn't even make it.
Yeah, because those were really bad losses.
Oh, okay.
Well, if you see my list, you're gonna know this wasn't a bad loss right
Scrolling
here.
at the bottom of the screen down here.
Yeah. Okay, so Detroit Lions at number 8. At number 7, a team that's just chugging along, winning by the defense, winning by the special teams. Listen, the Pittsburgh Steelers, Justin Fields just doing just enough to hold tread over the water with the offense. But the Steelers are playing good defense. They're playing good special teams. They're playing good fundamental football to win this game. Now, I don't know how long it's going to last, but give the Steelers props. I got them at number 7. At number 6, a team nobody's really talking about, but these are Walt's Los Angeles Chargers. Chargers, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. Now
Got some
listen,
good coaching over. Got some good coaching over there, and got a good running game.
Harbaugh got those boys playing some fundamental football. Now they beat the hell out of one of the worst teams I ever seen in the in the Carolina Panthers. But hey, you played what's on your schedule. They're 2-0. They've beaten the Raiders, who got a big win over the Ravens, and the Carolina Panthers. But listen, the Chargers, man, they may be in prime position to take that division from the Chiefs. So I'm giving the Chargers at 6. At 5, I have I don't think they moved. I don't think they moved. They're still in the same spot. The Houston Texans at 5. Listen, I love C.J. Stroud. He's becoming my favorite quarterback in the NFL. I think now they finally got the offensive weapons around him for him to be successful, and they added just a few more playmakers on defense, to where they're comparable. I don't think they'll be elite defense, but they'll at least be able to hold water when they play good offenses. When C.J. Stroud had to put up a lot of points, maybe have to put up as many as he needs to, like he had to do last season. But yeah, give me the Houston Texans at number 5. Number 4, Surprise. Boy, this team came in the AT&T Stadium and kick ass. It was so fun. Had fans dancing in the streets for hours upon hours. The New Orleans Saints landed back in New Orleans, and fans were waiting on them in the airport like they won the Super Bowl back in 2009. Listen.
I must say I'm very shocked that you got them at number 4. I thought you was gonna do something crazy and put them at like number 2 or 1.
No, man. No, man. That's your type of thinking, man. I actually my list is actually comparable to actually an educated list, man, right here. So I actually know what I'm doing. But give me the Saints at 4, the highest scored offense in the NFL. Got another test in the dome against the Eagles coming up. But yeah, the defense playing great. Derek Carr, Rashid Shaheed, Olave. Listen, they playing so much good ball. Olave, they playing so much good ball. I mean, listen. They're the wild card in this thing. You got them in the Bucks. Could be fun in the NFC South. Let's move it on to number 3. They dropped even though they got a dub, they dropped because listen, you talking about skinning your teeth. The Kansas City Chiefs at number 3. Yes, they got 2 dubs, but boy, they could have been 0-2 also. They're a toenail and a pass interference away of being 0-2. They must be living right. Hey, the fighting Taylor Swift, they still got it done, a dub to dub. But yeah, I had to knock them for the number 1 spot. They're at number 3, the Kansas City Chiefs. At number 2, a team that, boy, we really didn't see this coming. I didn't think they had that many weapons, but boy, they're firing on all cylinders. The Buffalo Bills. The defense is playing.
Got them ranked a little bit too high for my liking.
Well, hey man, what they did to my Miami Dolphins, I think I got them right, just right. If it wasn't for the Bucks, what they did, they may have that number 1 spot.
I don't know about that one. I feel like the Saints had a bigger win and a bigger. I really do feel like the Saints should be number 2 this week.
I think you're getting too much credit to Cowboys. But anyway,
too much credit to Cowboys. They dominated the Cowboys.
Yeah, I'm just saying. That's why I think you're giving too much credit to the Cowboys.
No, did they not destroy the Dallas Cowboys?
Yeah, they destroyed the Cowboys. You act like that's a big thing.
It is a big thing.
No, they've been destroyed in the last 2 home games. So now it's becoming routine. The Cowboys getting their ass kicked in AT&T Stadium. But anyway, the Buffalo Bills number 2.
They put up 40 points 2 weeks in a row.
Wow. Who's singing the praise of the New Orleans Saints now? It was just the Saints.
I think the Saints deserve to be number 2 on the list.
You know what? An ass whooping give a come to Jesus meeting every time we walk. But anyway, Buffalo Bills number 2. Look out for them, man. Doing good things. Look like they're ready to at least charge up for that division with the Jets. And at number 1, wow, another one didn't see this coming. The fighting Baker Mayfields, man. Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
He's not being impressive.
Listen, as if you want to talk about MVP candidates, first 2 weeks, put him up there. Put him up there, man.
I mean, he's running the ball and he's throwing the football.
Baker Mayfield maybe it's like this. You fail at a couple places and then you find the right spot and then it just clicks for you. And it seems that it's clicked for Baker Mayfield. The Bucs defense looked like it's back from the championship year they had a few years back. Offense, they're running the ball, play action, going to those receivers. Baker Mayfield, like he's total command of that offense. Give me the Bucs at number 1. Let's recall it back right quick. Bucs at 1, Bills at 2, Chiefs at 3, Saints 4, Texans 5, 6 Chargers, 7 Steelers, 8 Lions, 9 Jets, and 10 Minnesota Vikings. Walt, that is my top 10 power rankings list. Brought to you by me, myself, and I. Back to you, Walt.
Yeah, not bad. I must admit.
You have to hating on the Lions because I dropped a couple spots. I dropped them 6. spots, man.
It's not the fact you dropped the lines. I just think that I really think that the Saints should be like number 2.
Oh, now you're on the Saints bad way.
It's not that I'm on the same bandwagon.
No, that's what a good ass whooping get you. They'll get you back on that bad way.
No, it's not. It's not about that. It's about reality. I mean, they had on.
You know what a good what a good ass whooping feel like now. So you're on the Saints bad way.
Just saying. Okay, well, that good ass whooping should at least get them in the what's name?
Listen, I got them in the top 4, man. Listen. Hey, they turn around and beat the Eagles this week. They could be in that top 2 spot depending on what happens this week. They could be at that top spot. Saints looking good, man.
You got to beat the Eagles to get to make some noise for you, huh?
No, I'm just saying if you beating the Cowboys and Eagles back-to-back weeks, man, that's saying something. That's a statement right there. Can they handle prosperity? Because trust me, all this week they're gonna get nothing but love around that city, around the national media. The Saints back. They beat the Cowboys. Are they back? Are they for real? Are they contenders for a Super Bowl again? So they're gonna get prosperity. Can they handle that with the angry Eagle teams coming into the dome? Can they handle prosperity? We'll see.
Okay. Well, there's Kendricks' top 10 list. We want to thank him for that.
Oh, gee, thanks.
Yeah. Oh, gee, thanks.
It's just one thing. It was kind of dry. Well, that was a kind of a dry thanks from you. All right, well, thank you for that.
Still holding teams back for actually doing good things.
Well, I'm kicking teams out for doing bad things.
You're just a harsh grader. I mean, wow.
Especially one close to us. Listen, if anybody knows me, man, I'm a fair grader.
No, you don't grade on. We know you don't grade on
the Eagles, Cowboys, and Niners. The Eagles, Cowboys, and Niners are out. 3 bad losses. Bad losses. You're out.
Saints. All those people out there at that tailgate shaking their heads, say, "Damn, we blew out the Cowboys. All we can get is number 4 on the list. Can't even number 2."
Yeah, you're in the top 5, brother.
I was say, "Damn, Kendrick got us at number 5. We had all that food out there, so they did all that dancing just for us to be number what?
They did a lot of dancing.
What number 4? Now we gotta go. Now we gotta go prove ourselves against the Eagles.
Yeah, man. Listen, you gotta have prosperity. Listen, they wanted this game. They got up for this game because everybody was doubting them, including the guy to my left was doubting them. Say it's just the Saints. It's just the Saints. They're not a good football team. So they had a chip on their shoulder. Now they got to handle prosperity. Everybody's talking great about it. Now they can they maintain prosperity? Can they come with that? I think they're going to be the favorites going into this game. And let's see how they react. Can they get a dub when everybody's loving on them, thinking they're the greatest thing since sliced bread? Can they go at and maintain and get a win against the Eagles? Because the Eagles gonna come out angry, man. It's gonna be a very, very good. It's gonna be a very interesting game. Eagles and Saints.